If you're here on a replay, we are going to talk about collaging today here at Studio Sojourner number 2. And yeah, so we're just waiting for some people to come on here, and then we're going to get started. This is going to be exciting. Hi, Robin. Hey, Sarah. Hey guys, I'm going to be doing today a collage, and so if you guys want to take out your journals or planners and work alongside me while I'm doing this demo, that would be great. That way you're doing 2 things at one time and listening to it, because this might be a long one. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Rowena, and I am the designer for the Sojourner Traveler's Notebooks, and I am today at Vlogtober day 23, and this is live, and we only have a few more days, and it's been quite a ride. It's been super fun for me. I hope it has been for you as well. If you've not subscribed to my channel and you would like to see more content like this, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Speaking of a new video, I have uploaded a video today, and it is the 3rd segment of the Table Talk. Hi, Deborah. Table Talk. Hi, Jackie. Of that took place in July, this past July, in Toronto, Canada. And so that's the 3rd segment, and it is the last segment of the Table Talk. But hopefully you guys have seen it already. I just uploaded a couple of hours ago, maybe an hour and a half ago. And if you have not seen it, please go and see it. And it hopefully will be something that will make you feel connected with the group that I was with. That's Maria, Babette, and Lori. And so, yeah, I hope that you guys have liked that series. Unbeknownst to the 3 ladies, they probably think that is the last part of that series. It is on that series, but I still have footage from Canada. And so I might do that. I might upload those, or maybe I'll upload those at a later time because I still have to edit them. But I also have more to share because I have the Colorado meetup to share as well. And so that'll be a nice one too. And so I don't know, I'm gonna think about it and see if I want to keep going with the Canadian one, because there's at least one more probably of the event, and then after that Colorado. So we'll see. I might just stick the Colorado one in and then go back. So anyway, so enough about that. So today I decided what I was going to do is a take 5. I'm not, well, if you guys are familiar with Brie and the ladies who does the Take 5, which is a monthly collaboration between a group of ladies, and what they do is someone picks 5 items that everybody will use in their collages or art or what have you, and then from there they upload it, and then they'll give a list of all the names of the people who are part of that group. Well, they always invite everyone to participate with them, and if you do, to let them know so that they can visit your channel and all of that. So anyway, I have watched Brie's often. Probably I've watched the majority of them, and I think that's how I first found out about her, is through that. And then I will watch all the other ladies as well. But Brie is really the one that was instrumental in kind of inspiring me to do this. And so I've always wanted to do Take 5 video, but I've just never had a chance. And the last time, I think it was around August, after I saw her, so I was like, oh, I could do that one. So I brought all kinds of things that I was going to use over to my studio, at the Sojourner studio. And then it so happens that I ended up not getting to it. And so I thought, might as well do it now while we are on Vlogtober. So that is what you're going to see. Pretty much I didn't think of, well, I thought of what to do, but I don't know how it's going to come along. I typically do not do well with doing a live demo unless I already know what I'm doing, but I just thought it would be fun, and then you can kind of see the process and how when I make mistakes, which I do often, how I cover it up. If I make mistakes today it might be perfect. So anyway, so grab a cup of coffee or tea, like I said earlier, because this may be a little bit of a long one. And that way, maybe you can bring your journals as well and your planners, and you can work while I am showing you what I'm going to show you. So you guys excited? Show me some hearts. Can you do heart? You can do hearts here, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First off, let me talk a little bit about what I'm going to be using. So in this take 5, we have the challenge basically is you have a butterfly, circles, collage, a handwritten quote, and something that is blue, okay? So this is the list. Oops, it's backwards, isn't it? Sorry. Anyway, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my notebook from Brie, which is her mixed media or mixed paper book that she hand binds herself. And I have it in my Cinnamon Folio 2 right here. And I keep it in here so that I like to use it for sketching and things like that. Let me just show you real quick. I've used it already a couple of times. There's that. You guys might have already seen this, but I'll just show you anyway for those who are new. Some of them are unfinished, but I just play and will use, will finish some of the parts. Like this one is unfinished. Anyway, so it's just fun to use, and I like that it has different papers. And so if you guys want to check out her, she has an Etsy shop, and she sells these papers, and they're different kinds. There's Tomo River in here, mixed media, and all of that. But today, I'm going to go ahead and use the mixed media paper. Let me turn to that. She's just right here. So I'm going to be using that. And then as far as, hi Judith, and I apologize in advance if I do not, and I'm unable to answer or respond to some of the chat here, because I have to try to concentrate because I'm not used to this, and it's new to me, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves. So the next item I wanted to show you are the butterflies. And these are by Tim Holtz. And once this uploads, it will show links on some of these items. Butterflies. And in circles, I'm going to just use circles with a cup and probably the lid to this. And then it's a collage, of course. And some of the collage items I'm going to include are papers that I have received in the past from friends. I think this was from Sandy Loves to Art. She gave me a envelope, a beautiful envelope with a bunch of little goodies. So I got that from that. A handwritten quote, which by the way, I already did in advance because I didn't want to take time to do it. And this is a quote, well, this is a verse actually that I had talked about yesterday. Well, I briefly talked about it when I was showing the weeks because as many of you know, I'm going to have knee surgery tomorrow, and it was just fitting. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to take that quote because I wanted to write it out anyway. And the quote is, "When I am afraid, I will put my trust in you." And it's Isaiah 53:6. So I put it in one of these, and this came from a set. I don't know what the set at this point is called, but it came from a set with these. And so that's what I got. That's what I'm using. And then I could not find a string, and I did not want to have just a hole without a string in it. I could not find a string since I am not in my normal studio. I'm at my home studio. So what I did is I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use the string from the tea that I'm going to be drinking. So I just took that and I just strung it here. Okay. So there's that. And then blue. As far as blue, I have this here that I'm going to use. I have several of those I'm going to be using. And then also this blue right here, which is actually also a butterfly. Very fitting, blue butterfly. So I really didn't need to use those other items, but I will anyway. I'm also going to use matte fluid medium. And I would also like to use this Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus. It's a watercolor, liquid watercolor. These are really fun to use. I'll show you a way to use that. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. You guys get your stuff to work alongside with me? Okay, so I'm going to move this camera so that it will face my work area. So hang on. Don't get dizzy, guys. Okay. Let's make sure that you guys can see this. It's not too far from me. Okay. Okay. You guys ready? So I may have to use, I'm gonna have a sip of tea real quick here. I may have to use my dryer, so it might get loud. Sorry in advance. I'm gonna put this here on the side so you guys can see that. Okay, so first things first, let's collage the paper pieces. This one was already actually pre-cut from one that I used. I used this piece on another item, another design, and so it was already pre-cut. So let me just cut a piece off of this. You guys are so quiet. Are you still there? I haven't lost you already, have I? Oops. Wait a minute. Put this underneath. I actually like to work in my notebook. I don't like to take the paper out if I can do that. The reason being is I feel like if I get some paint on my journal, I kind of like that. Kind of makes it look like it has character. And so I try not to be overly careful. Well, I try to be careful, but I don't concern myself too much because you guys probably already know this about me, but I used to be very much a perfectionist, and it debilitated me from getting things done. And so I try not to be a perfectionist, of course, except for when we make your journals. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see. Did you guys get your stuff so you can work alongside of me while you're watching? Alex says, yes, she did. Cool. Is Brie in the house here? I should say, is Brie in the studio with me here? This is one of my art journals, yes. I have different ones because I like different sizes, and I'm trying to work in different ones when I'm able to. I'm trying not to be bound. I used to, like I said, I used to be such a perfectionist, and I tried to just have one and finish that off. But you know what? What's the fun in that? I like all kinds of different papers. But this one I love and like to take on my trips because of the different types of paper. And I don't work in order. I go wherever. So let's see. Let me go ahead and put the matte medium everywhere to season the paper. Like I said, I don't mind if I get stuff on it. I mean, I try not to, but if I do get stuff on my journal, it just makes it more character. It gives it more character, and to me, it's a memory. So. Okay, so that's that. And let me dry this. By the way, this here is, you can remove, let me turn this off in case you guys can't hear me. This little paper here, you can remove paint and things like that. So it's nice to have that underneath your artwork that you're working on. Dry. So now I'm going to take some, let's see, what should I do first? You know what? I think I'm going to use the watercolor. See how this is going to work. I'm really not sure if it's going to work on here because of the matte medium. I've never tried it, but today's the day. So I'm just wetting this in a circle. Well, not quite working the way I envisioned it, but that's okay. I think it's because it's on the matte medium. Ooh. Well, I'm just going to have to help it a bit. Let me show you what I wanted it to do. Let's see if it'll work on here. That's what I wanted it to do. But like I said, that one was on the matte medium, so maybe that's why it didn't quite work. Okay. Well, we're just going to help this along. Try a different color. I love pink and orange together, but I don't have really pink here, but I do have red. Okay, this is one of those mistakes that didn't work out, and you just kind of work with it. Yeah, we're just going to make this. Whoa, what? Whoops. think these were in my car, and I think it got kind of melty in there, so. Whatever, we'll work with it. I need to find one of my cards. Let's see how this works. I need to get a little bit of red. Okay. Let's see, what other acrylic color do I have? I like to mix different colors. I kind of don't go by any real rules. Let's see, I had a pink acrylic. I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. I gotta do my circle, so. And then, let's see. Oh. Like I said, I don't really like to necessarily go by rules, so we're gonna mix some green in here. Why not? And let me use a little bit of a smaller circle. Clean that up later. You're not sure what I'm doing. I'm not either. And so, yeah. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm pretty good here. Let me get a couple of letters. fuchsia pink. Okay, so I'm gonna have to dry this. So it's gonna be loud again, guys. I like how this gold. Oh, but Ben, he doesn't want to watch the Journal 5 with you. Tell him I said hello. Okay, so we're just now, I'm just gonna okay. So now I'm going to take I'm gonna put the butterfly here. So I'm going to take the matte medium and use that. Oh, I just had an idea. Idea didn't work. I mean, if I was doing something else to it, I could make it work, but I'm at 35 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut these edges off. I like how it just goes off like that. How about my other butterfly? this ink is not working on that. It's too light. So I'm going to use what I had on here. And I'm just going to put a little bit around the butterfly just to give it a little bit of a worn look so it doesn't look so crisp. And then I'll probably just outline that once it's dry. Now let's see, did we get everything on here? The washi. Okay, and then my tag, my quote. You guys still with me here? Usually I use a stamp for these edges, but I don't have a dark stamp right now here. Do you guys have any questions or anything? Any questions on the supplies? Wish I had a little butterfly, but I don't think I do. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this. Okay, sorry, I asked if you guys have any questions, and then I'm not looking at the screen. I don't like it, but I don't have a small butterfly. I prefer one of the little butterflies. Let me see. In my little art toolkit. Whoops. I keep a lot of my tags. They come in handy, the tags from the tea. Ah, there's one, but that's too big. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to find a butterfly for that part of it. But oh, I know where there's one. I think I used it up in this book. Yep, I did. Just gonna take it off this book and replace it later. I just want to see what it looks like. There you go. Okay, that's not working. This one should work. It's not working that well because it's not dry. But it's not like I want to make it super dark anyway, so we'll just outline it a little bit. Probably ruining the pen. Just to give it a little bit of shadow. And then if you don't like it, you can always just put a little bit more matte medium on that part and it lightens it up. There you go. And then just adding a little bit of layers. See, like I said, I mix and match. There you go. Whoops. One more thing I'm gonna try. Oops. Well, there you have it. I think that should be good. Oh, you know what? Let me get a little bit of so it's not so stark. That's it. There you go. I finally did a take 5. That was just a fun process for me. I hope you guys learned something. Ta-da! Yes, thank you. I hope you guys learned something and that it'll encourage you to just play. So that's it. If you guys don't have any questions, anybody? I will go ahead and let you guys go then, because this is almost an hour. This was great. Thanks. Thank you, Alex. I hope you learned something, and I hope it encourages you to just try and just play and do one of those art challenges, the take 5. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go, you guys. Thank you so much. And as usual, keep on documenting life as it happens. Bye-bye.